Hey, looky here. It's the Pat and JT podcast.
Pat and JT podcast.
Literally, as our little intro thingy was playing, I minimized the windows, the screen that you're on, minimized it because I heard a notification from my email and I had emailed myself at the beginning of that intro a note to remember. So I did it again.
Well, at least maybe now that we have called attention to it, maybe we can put a stop to this embarrassing activity that we're all doing to ourselves.
I mean, come on. And it's like it's the top of my mind. And I do it.
I'm emailing myself right now. Don't pay attention when the notification goes off. Oh, somebody emailed me. Oh.
Don't pay attention to the ding.
Maybe turn off the notifications. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. Oh my God. That's so funny. Anywho. All right. So what is going on? What is we're 1 week away. We got one more week of no football. Is that true?
Well, this week and then next week. So
2 weeks.
Technically 2 weeks from
That's
Husker
true.
football. But we're getting our fix with preseason NFL. And Adrian Martinez has been doing fantastic for the Jets.
Yeah, I saw that. That's pretty cool.
It makes me so happy. It really does. See a guy like that really not only love the game like he does, but then not get drafted and work his way up. And yeah, I love it.
Who was it that said, and then, okay, so then on the other side of it, you've got controversy. Didn't Kaepernick get hired by the California Rams?
Somebody, yeah. I'm not sure. I don't remember.
As
a coach. So, but I don't know by who.
I don't know what that's about. But I just saw it and I thought, oh, God, here we go. It's like, you know what I mean? It's just like bees to honey.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure. Oh, no, he's back in it again. Oh, because I think he had said something about he was going to play. He was trying to get a job playing, but I don't think he can probably still get into play.
I highly doubt that right now. But I'm sure, hey, he was a good football player. He probably maybe be a good coach.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess we'll find out. So
I think I've told you a couple of stories about my neighbors that are like not the cleanest people, not the tidiest, the neighbors that we talk about. They're like, oh man, if they hadn't moved in the neighborhood would still be legit. Okay.
Is this one that took their backseat out of their car?
Yeah, the murder car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're not the cleanest. I don't know what the inside of the house looks like, but the outside's not very clean. But yet that car was detailed for like 7 straight business days, seats out, detailed, and I'm like, that is really out of character.
Like bleach and fire.
Yes, like legit. So if they weren't hiding a murder, I don't know what was going on.
Smoked it out.
Yeah,
everything.
But I think they're finally moving.
Oh my God!
Yeah, and
what makes you think they're moving?
They're on their 14th dumpster.
For real, 14?
For
or
real.
The funny 14?
Either
for real, 14?
Mm-hmm. Oh my God. Not even exaggeration. And I know that because Beth has counted them on the Ring camera during the. Yeah. It's crazy. Like we thought one dumpster and like they got it replaced. Like, oh, another one. Okay. They had 3 in one day. Fill, dump. I mean,
how many people are working on that?
There's about the family, which I don't know, is maybe 4. And then there are a couple other worker dudes, like buddies, I guess. I don't know them. I've only spoken to these guys like one time. So I don't know any of the players, but just.
Is it possible that, I don't know, because you're just trying to put a scenario with this. Is it possible that somebody passed away? and the family's cleaning it out?
No, because it's all the same people still there.
Oh, because it's
Yeah.
not just one person that lives there.
No, it's a younger family, and the kids are like early 20s, late teens. Yeah.
Is it a rental?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I don't know. And it's I don't know. I'm just glad, that something's going. So maybe the potential of getting. I just don't understand people that can see the people around them and like don't understand that you're not taking care. You're not doing what you're supposed to be doing to take care of your property, to take care of your house. You know what I mean? It's just I don't get that where people are like, hey, you know what? Maybe we should keep up with the Joneses as far as that goes, as far as just taking care of your stuff.
It is. It's just one of those being aware of your surroundings. Like when you drive into the neighborhood, where does your eye go?
Mm-hmm.
And why? It could be because the one house is immaculate and they have a beautiful yard, or it could be because there's one house with a fuzzy yard that's out of control and some weeds here and there. It's kind of like when I drive into the neighborhood, even it drives me crazy. The entrance to the neighborhood, there's a sign, at the entrance of most all neighborhoods in the city. And there's a couple of wild weeds that are growing right next to the sign.
Yeah.
But you take your life in your hand if you stop and got out and did something about it. But I want to so bad because that weed's driving me crazy. But we don't have a crew that takes care of this because we don't have an HOA. So it's up to just volunteers that show up one day with all their gear and block off the area and then take care of it. And I'm like, where are you? And I don't know how to get a hold of you, but would you please come get the weed? Come get this weed because it's huge.
And you don't want to bring it up because as soon as you bring that up or bring up the fact that you don't have an HOA, like, oh, well, you don't want we start one, and Jill, you can run it.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and stop and get it? It's like, no, because that would be dangerous.
Then you disappear into the bushes like the Homer Simpson meme.
Yes. Like, no, not me. I'm fine. I'll just go out the other way. So I don't have to see this. Because every time I see it, it makes my skin crawl and I want to grab it.
I mean, the people that like, they don't walk out of their house and think maybe we shouldn't have a mattress laying in our front yard.
Yeah.
Like, and that's a realistic scenario that happened recently, like for numerous weeks. Like you don't think that at all.
And then the grass is dead.
Yeah.
So now it's still got a spot, I'm sure, where it was laying, right?
Yeah, there are multiple houses. Everybody has that house or those houses in the neighborhood where you drive by and you're like, you guys, it would take like half of a day just to clean it up.
Just little things. And sometimes it's not even a mattress. Okay. Sometimes it's just little things like there's 3 pickets that are broken on their wood fence, and or just the tops are broke off, or there's branches, there's something growing on the one side, something that's like, do you ever look on the other side of your fence? Do you ever kind of like, just to see how you're encroaching upon your neighbors?
Yeah.
Just to kind of see if, oh God, I should probably trim that up because that's kind of rude, just kind of, I don't know, just maybe walk the surroundings. It's not that big for most people. It's not walking the fence lines, not like a farmer.
Yeah.
It's a postage stamp for most of us. So just go out and walk the fence line, just see how things are doing.
You'll be back in 5 minutes.
Yes. See if anything's dug underneath your fence or if a post is broken or if, just typical farmer things. Just go check your fence line. I don't know. Just
not that hard.
Not that hard. Not that hard.
And if you don't want that responsibility, don't buy a house.
Right. Rent and let them do it.
Yeah.
And then you don't have to worry about it. Take that right off your plate. But if you do, you kind of just have to do. I finally drove by my old house. It's been a long time that I had 15 years ago. My God, can you believe that? I finally drove by it and I haven't been by it in a long time because I loved everything about that house and everything, that I did in that house. And they have changed some things, but some of the things are still there, but they did fix the fence. It had a little picket fence and they did change it up and it looks beautiful. It's nice. It looks really nice. Everything looks really nice. They redid the deck a little bit, reconfigured that. It looks awesome. But a lot of the same landscaping was there, which I was surprised. It had like some boulders and there's some crazy plants that are just looking amazing, but they've been there for a while. They're established. So it looked really cool. I was afraid to go by. Yeah. So I was like, oh, please don't break my heart. And it's funny how you're attached because you invested not just money, but your time into doing something. And then you drive back by it and you see that they've, either completely redone everything, which would also break my heart
Yeah.
because it looked just fine the way it was. But and then I have the house that I had in Plattsmouth. I have seen it on Google Earth, and it's I don't know, it may be related to people that live across the street from you. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that same family.
Yeah, they got a deal on some paint, so there's different colors here and there. I don't understand the
like. How about just
the madness?
Like, how about just don't paint it?
Yeah, it was crazy. It's like, that's not a house color. I'm sorry.
No,
that color is not meant to be on houses. I don't, and not just the garage door. Don't.
Right, like, just don't. I don't understand that thinking.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
It's crazy. So, anywho, let's see here. What else do we have going on? I'm trying to think if there's I do have a video for you.
Okay.
Let me see if I can. Oh gosh, let me see if I can do this without sharing 19 other things. I don't know if I can, because I'll probably end up grabbing the wrong thing. Let's see if I can get. I should have been more prepared here. I apologize.
Well, we kind of last seconded this guy. Yeah.
Well, let me see if I can grab it. I will.
Okay.
I think it's this one. Okay. All right. So it's this one here. We're gonna go. This is a video I just watched. It just made me it is hilarious. This is so funny, and I can imagine. You see that right there?
Yep.
See the little feet?
Yeah.
There we go. See the water?
What on earth happened? Oh, the dog brought the hose into the house through the dog door.
Yes.
Shut up.
Is that not the best?
My gosh, that is hilarious.
I'm watching him come back in one more time, because the whole video is only a minute, but so much happens. And he comes back in. This is where the things get. Oh no! It's like, oh, somebody's gonna get distracted here in just a second. He can't pull any further. So he's like, huh? It won't come any further. And look at just running.
Oh my God! Thank God he couldn't pull it any further.
But look, now he's gonna leave.
Oh my gosh! And just let it fill up. So if you guys aren't watching this, is that a little French bulldog or something?
Little Frenchies, yes.
The hose is turned on like full steam, and he's got it right behind the nozzle, and he's just pulled it right through the dog door and just going all over the kitchen, whatever.
The wood floor.
There's probably what, an inch of water in there at the end when the people walking. Oh my God, that's hilarious.
He was just having a blast. He carried it in, carried it out, then he carried it back in, pulled it in as far as it would go, and then he lost interest and he walked away and just left it running and walk into water everywhere.
Holy cow!
So remember that.
Send me that link and I'll put it in the description.
I will send that over to you. Yes, that's hilarious. I just love those kind of videos, though. Seeing it happen to someone else, and God bless them for having the presence of mind to think, oh, we should video this. This is hilarious, because in the moment I'd be crying.
Yeah. And at some point you're like, what are you gonna do?
What do you tell the insurance guy? It's like, does insurance cover any of this? Does there?
I mean,
would they?
Would they?
I don't know. Like, if the kids did it, would the insurance cover it? Like, if the kids drug the hose in and just let the hose run? Does anybody have any experience with that?
That one time that I had my washing machine overflowed. I mean, that was a malfunction of the washing machine. So that was covered, but it was like a human thing. Like
if you left the water running in the sink and it overflows, or if you drug the hose into the house.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know if that's covered. I don't know what you would do, because the thought of having to replace not only the floors, but probably some of the drywall and the wood, the cabinets
probably went down in the vents if they're on the floor, which I'm sure they are.
Yes. Yeah. The amount of damage.
And that dog doesn't know it. He's like, whatever, that was fun.
This was awesome. You guys gonna play? Where are you guys going? I got the hose.
I wonder how he got the hose on in the first place, or if they were like maybe watering a plant or something.
It was on pretty good though. So I'm wondering, like, okay, so I can imagine, like, if you're filling the pool and you just drag the hose over and you drop it in. If you don't drop it in and it's just running, the dogs get curious sometimes. They're like, oh, the hose is running, because you're filling. So you might. And
they could have been filling a baby pool for the dogs and just let it sit out there.
Absolutely. and just had it on, and they just decided, let's go in here. Let's go. Let's move the pool inside.
I saw a funny meme this weekend, and I thought of Jack actually. It was like 3 different pictures. It was a video, 3 different pictures, and the first one was this like pit bull or whatever, and the text on it just said, "I will attack anybody who comes for my mom." And then the next one was German Shepherd, and it looked like Jack. It's like, "I will attack anyone my mom tells me to." And then the third one is a cat. It says, "I will attack my mom."
Yeah. Yes. 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 Which is so true.
Yeah.
So true. That's funny. Oh my God. So anyway, other than that, I guess really, man, just kicking off another week. And it looks like we're going to get back into some summertime weather, which I'm glad, because I liked having that mild weather that we had in August, first part of August and even July a little bit, but it felt like it just like was too soon. Mm-hmm. It's too soon.
Yeah.
We got to have some, there's at least, I think I've said this before, there's always at least 2 Husker football games. If you go to Husker football games where you have sweat running right down the middle of your back. And if you're sitting in the stands as hot as Hades, and then 2 weeks later, you're going to be in your winter coat and bundled up because it'll be snowing. We get all the seasons, but yeah, still too early for that. So we're going to get some more nice weather, which is great. Other than that, I guess everything's cool.
And then tonight at Hurrdat Sports Bar, Chick and Nick Live, which I think there's like 4 tickets left. It's almost sold out.
It's sold out, I think.
Yeah, there's the only way you can
might be a mean thing to even bring up, because I don't think there were standing room only tickets left even. But
what you can do is you can buy. There's a platform called Moment.co. I'll put a link in the description, and you can pay $5 and watch it live. You can't go there, but same thing. It's only $5.
That's mean. Who's going to bring my beer?
Well, that's on you. BYOB.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we can do that. But yeah, that's going on tonight. So just so you know, if you're planning to go out to the bar, it might be full.
Yeah. And actually it closes at 3 for not the Gretna location, just the La Vista location closes
the
at 3.
La Vista one.
Yeah.
So
all right. So the links for the dog video are below. The Moment link is below for Chick and Nick. And we appreciate you guys watching.
Very much.
That's so funny. All right, you guys, have a great week. Make sure you rate, review, and subscribe to our podcast. We appreciate the support. Have a good one.
Pat and JT Podcast, a Hurrdat Media Production.